Today we're back with another video. So here we are. I'm back with another coding video. You're like, oh Kevin, why is it another coding video? You just did one of these. Come closer, let me tell you why. I don't care. Oh, hi, yeah, you're in my face now. Yeah, you can move back now, but you know the real reason is because I didn't have another idea of what to do. So here we are, coding an AI mindlessly, because I have no idea how to code AI. I kind of know a basic concept on a certain type of AI. I'm not the best programmer, so here we'll be going. Let's get through this pain and misery time lapse. Oh, and I forgot to record some clips, forgot to hit record sometimes, so you may see some progress skips, but sometimes I forget. And also, I guess this video will be shorter then, which is probably good because you don't want to see all the coding. All that Harry Potter witchcraft. I don't know where I'm going here. Anyway, let's just get right into this recording. Anyway, guys, I learned some stuff when I was reviewing my video from last time. I'm going to be using this little stick figure for now to help point out stuff if I need to do so. Yeah, that's going to be maybe helpful for some of you, because I feel I didn't really get the point across in the War of the Worlds. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Don't worry, I'm not a full-time idiot. I'm only a part-time one. It's fine. Before we get into the language you cannot understand, or at least most of you won't understand, what is AI? Well, the A stands for artificial, and the I stands for intelligence, putting it together meaning artificial intelligence. But that probably means nothing to most of you, so it's practically just a thing that can learn from its mistakes or adapt to become better and better, and maybe someday take over the universe. I don't know. Don't give it the goal to take over the universe. That's how you get things wrong. If you give it a goal, it will do stuff, and it'll try to accomplish that goal, and it'll learn, get better, get closer to that goal. If the goal's endless, it'll do its best. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, here we have it, this little cube. It's kind of like the Google dinosaur game. I may use that as title, I don't know. Slap some dinosaur in the cube and the cacti are cacti, You may not understand what these numbers are all over the place, but that's just basically the distance the cacti are from the player, so that's all good. Yeah, so that's great. But the goal of this is for the player, the red cube, to jump over all the cacti and get as far as it can. Now, at first, it doesn't even know how to jump. It decides at the start, every time I start the program, it decides to ram in the cactus because it has nothing better to do with its life. Yeah. It had the goal to get as far as it could, and it rams into them. That's good. Eventually it does some learning, though, and it figures out its way in life, and it will start going, and that's great. One thing I should mention is that I was being slightly lazy that day, just didn't have time and didn't want to do it. So, what it is that since the player is a cube, right, it only detects a collision if it is hit the exact pixel to the right and to the bottom right pixel. So yeah. If you see it hitting the cube, it has to hit the bottom right pixel for it to count. So, yeah. Because I figured that was the most important pixel. I don't know, I probably could have centered it, but that's a bit more math, and I didn't want to do more math, so... Anyway. Yeah, that's great. So basically, we can see it's getting better. But how can we explain this without going super duper fancy and stuff? Well, what this thing has is a variable, which is just a letter or something that has a number assigned to it that can go up and down. It can be other things other than numbers. This one's a number. Okay, that was completely nerd baloney. You don't need a... Okay, let me try again. This is hard, actually. Okay, so basically, when it approaches a cactus, it basically has an offset, so it has a number from the distance to the closest cactus, and then it jumps, but the offset is basically just the subtractor, and the offset, well, you know what an offset is, hopefully. I can't really explain it, it's not that... whatever. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Dictionary.com, baby. Okay. Anyway, so it uses the offset to determine whether to jump. If it dies, it adjusts that offset to become better. If it dies more than a certain amount of time in a minute, then it'll just adjust its values again. And the way it detects if it's died too many times in a minute is it detects how many times it died in the minute before this minute. So it adapts if the minute now is higher than the last minute, if that made any sense. It basically just, if it dies too many times in a certain period of time, it adapts and changes, becomes better at the game over time. I'd say that it can't usually get better than like around half an hour to an hour in. It's practically just at its optimal place. I may release the code, or maybe just the file in the description or somewhere if you want it. So yeah, check there if you want to see this. My website, link in the description. It's like not exactly the Google dinosaur game, but it kinda is. Anyway, on with the time lapse. Let's go. Also, you may say this AI is bad, but it's only getting one input and it has to bring out two outputs. It only gets to see the distance to the next cactus. It doesn't know what's after that next cacti. There may be two other cacti right afterwards. So it only sees the very next cacti up. Can't see anything else. It only sees the distance cacti. I bet you couldn't play like that. In fact, since I made it now some updates so you can play on the AI coded thing that I made, you can swap modes, AI and you can compete in whatever. You have a way more of an advantage, so if you win, that's probably the reason. And we're back, again. So we're here. I updated some stuff, so if we click run, see, I added, the interface is completely changed. It still learns and all this stuff, so that's fine. I'm gonna move this out of the interface in a bit, but, here's your score. It's a lot simpler. It's down in the corner. Your high score and the bot high score. The bot high score is winning. That's why it's bigger. If I switch modes here, I can switch the player mode. I can jump with the arrow keys and press the down arrow key to fall, like here and all that. Now you'll see that I have a higher score than it. You can switch modes directly in the middle of a round. So, and it'll count it as your round if you switch from bot to you in the middle of a round and you die. So that's why I got those points. Anyway, let's switch back to AI mode because I don't want to deal with that. Now, if you press H, we get the help tutorial / explanation video. The video you're watching right now. So, that's that. If you press S, you turn on all these things, all these numbers, all these statistics that you probably don't need to see. So if you press O, it goes all away. If you press V, it turns on AI vision, which only shows you what the AI will be seeing. And it can be glitchy, so it's kind of glitchy right now. Why is it being glitchy? I'm still trying to figure out some of the stuff. Darn it. Okay, it's working. See, it's working. It's showing the next cacti. Okay, the AI only sees the next cacti, as shown here. Sometimes it's glitchy. It says right there on the screen. It's going buggy again. But as you can see, it can only see the next cacti on the screen. It's a fun challenge to play with, although it is buggy, so it may be actually a lot harder than doable. It may not even be doable. If you press P, it turns off AI vision, and you can see everything again. The AI only sees with the AI vision, and the reason it's buggy, the AI sees with that buggy vision. I only realized that once I implemented the AI vision, and then I'm like, oh wow, how does the AI do this? It glitches everywhere. How can it be that good? So, next time you say this AI is not the best, you try playing in AI mode, in AI vision. It's actually really hard, because it only sees the next cacti. You don't know what's after that. You may jump into a few more cacti, I don't know. Here you go, there's nice bot scores. Oh, see, it flipped around again. Now the bot score is higher. And now it's being annoying. Also, sometimes the program is buggy. The AI doesn't learn properly. At the start, I recommend, if you want a less chance to bug out, let it run for about 2 minutes, and then it should, by then, have learned a few things with the AI. Even if you want to play as a player, please let it run for 2 minutes so the AI can learn, because I wasn't planning on making a player mode at the end, and then I made a player mode, and it tries learning right from the start, but if it can't learn right from the start, well, that's not great. Yeah. That's that. Anyway, the interface is cleaned up. This is probably the most ugly thing on the screen, but hey, it works, so I'm keeping it. Yeah, and also it's more of pain and more code to make it look nice. I made everything else look nicer. You're welcome. Link in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed. Oh no, it looks like Thanos must have escaped or done something. I didn't watch the movie or anything, but he somehow came back. Oh no, I think he's coming to your house. Oh, yeah, what's that? Oh yeah, he's here. He's gonna be there in like a few minutes. So hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Hit the bell, and it will shatter Thanos. This very sound waves will shatter Thanos' skull and deliver the Power Stone straight to your door. on a more serious note though, subscribe if you want more of these types of videos.
They're pretty cool, I think, and I'll leave in the description to my website so you can download this very AI.
Tax and shipping for Infinity Gauntlet not included. Use at your own risk.